Hey everybody, well I'm back. A new video. We're talking about a number of things this evening, starting with the Wonder Woman trailer, which was nothing special really. All the trailer really is a bunch of slow motion shots and bright colors, which is not what you really want to promote your movie, especially with the terrible track record DC movies have these days. You have the Suicide Squad. I'm like, should I even bother watching any more of these stupid movies? And Batman and Superman especially was a disappointment because it just crammed so much crap into this movie. Instead of having characters sit down and talk to each other like they would actually do. Because Batman and Superman are supposed to be friends. They just haven't beat each other up or whatever happened. I don't even know. Like Wonder Woman trailer, it did show a little bit of her backstory, which is she's the daughter of Zeus, made from clay, and chose to be a warrior. She goes to man's world because she believes that they're better than her people to believe them to be, and she essentially becomes Captain America of the DC movie universe for the comics. So her story is almost the same. It's kind of similar to Thor and Captain America combined. So if you've seen the first Thor film, you've seen the first Captain America film, you basically got your story for Wonder Woman right there. Just replace Ares with Red Skull and replace Thor Wonder Woman, you got your story. It's basically the same exact thing. Nothing really new. So it was like, there's just a bunch of chopped up footage of her on the horse and all that crap they teased people with before the first trailer came out. Yeah, I saw this one. I'm not really impressed at all. Just, because it could be a lot better. I mean, I know it's just a trailer, but like, seriously, DC needs to get a move on with how to promote these films, because I'm not trying to be whatever here, but like, I'm sure the female audience is going to have a field day with this. But those of us that know the character from the comics, and considering how she was shoved in the Batman and Superman with like no introduction, this movie is really confusing because I said it before, this should have been her introduction to the DC movies. You don't just throw a character like her into the middle of a conflict of a film. It's already jam packed with two big freaking heroes like Batman and Superman, and then don't explain what the hell she's doing there. And they didn't. They didn't explain what she was doing there. I still don't know what her purpose was in that movie. She just happened to show up when Batman was about to get his ass fried by that creature thing, whatever it was. No, it wasn't Doomsday, so. But like, yeah. So that's my analysis of the Wonder Woman trailer. Nothing special. Really nothing special at all. It should get me excited for the film, but it's really not. So that's that, I guess. So like, second segment of this video before going to regular comic book stuff is that how to fix DC movies. First and foremost, get rid of Zack Snyder, because he's the main catalyst. Get rid of him. You get someone, I don't know, Matthew Vaughn or something. Someone with an actual vision. Someone who actually knows how to direct something other than visuals. Because like the one thing you can take from Batman and Superman is that the visuals are cool. Like when they're fighting or when Superman and them are on screen, the visuals are cool. But the story was awful. And that's the problem. There was no story. This Wonder Woman film was like just another visual spectacle. I'm like, I don't want to pay to see that. I can just watch that crap on cable for free. I mean, where's the story, man? They had the same problem with Green Lantern when it came out way back when. When Green Lantern came out, I was kind of excited for that. But once again, no story. Just a bunch of visuals. You can't promote a film just on visuals. Can't be done, people. You have to build layers with your movies. Same with books or anything, any other kind of medium. If you read a comic book, you know comics are divided into sections. That's how you sell a lot of copies. They're divided into separate stories that build off one another, but they're still their own thing. That's why DC movies needed to have a Batman film after Man of Steel to set up this new Batman. Because going into Dawn of Justice or whatever it's called, there's no lead into who this new Batman is. Because the only thing we get is him killing people with the freaking Punisher. We don't really get to spend any time in his world. Know what? We don't get to spend any time in his world to know what the hell is going to be going on in Gotham. What happened to all these characters that are in the Batman universe? Where's Robin? Where's Nightwing? Where's Batgirl? Where's Jim Gordon? Where's all these characters? We don't know. Because they just threw them in there because they have no faith in the Superman franchise. Despite Man still being fantastic. They have no faith in the Superman franchise. So what do they do? Throw Batman in there. Throw Wonder Woman in there. With no backstory, really. And then they kill Superman off. Big mistake, by the way. Big mistake. It's going to bite him in the ass. And it already has, really. I really think about it. Because, like, Henry Cavill, I feel bad for that guy. They've wasted him as Superman. They've wasted him. I mean, if I was some Mortis, I would have said goodbye a while ago, man. I mean, like, there's no reason for him to shaft Superman the way he did. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it, man. Henry Cavill's a great Superman. I'm like, he's like this generation's Chris Reeve, dare I say. A lot better than the last guy that played him. And what was it, Superman Returned or something? I always sucked. But like, yeah. Fix the DCEU. Start with Man of Steel, different director, or maybe keep Man of Steel the way it is. If I was right now, I would take out the stupid Codex thing and just take that stupid subplot out because it doesn't make any sense and it never comes up again, which is why it's pointless. So keep Man of Steel. Have a end credit sequence at the end of Man of Steel with Bruce Wayne in the Batcave studying Superman during his fight with Zod. Or if you want to just open the next movie should probably be Batman, just because. Set up those two, and then you set up Wonder Woman. Have the end credit sequence be that scene with Batman in the future, where Superman's going crazy or whatever. That's your end credit sequence. And that's something you put in the middle of your film. That's how you setting up your universe. Because they want to do Injustice, But it's too early, man. They haven't set up anything to do injustice. That's years down the line. Years down the line. Superman barely been established in this universe, and they already killed him off. I can't believe I still can't believe they did that. I just, I did not think they would be that stupid to kill him off in the second movie of the franchise. Second movie. Right. It blows my mind. Still does. So the Batman movie after Man of Steel, make that a backstory for how Jason Todd died, and then go to the flash forward to the present day where he's looking at the Robin suit in the case. You know? Like, fill in the gaps, man. I don't know when this Batman movie's gonna come out, but like, they should have had some kind of flashback in Suicide Squad. Batman should have been more in that movie more than just for a couple freaking minutes, because that movie was ass. That movie was just a disappointment on every level. Like, you had the Joker, you had Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Killer Croc, no fight scene with Killer Croc and Batman. Big mistake. That would have been the highlight of the film if they actually did it. That movie should have been focusing on Batman's relationship with the Joker and Harley Quinn. There should have been no, oh, we gotta have these villains with no powers fight this crazy enchantress chick with no powers. Mind you, the premise for that movie was, what if Superman wanted to go to the White House and murder the president? Well, none of these a-holes could stop him, so what makes you think you can? That was really the premise for that movie. That's funny. I even said in the theater, like, not you morons. No one can stop Superman if he wanted to go to the White House, unless you're Wonder Woman or Batman. Maybe Green Lantern. Maybe. But it's depending on his mood. So I would say do a Flash movie, but Flash is a little more complicated. You need to set stuff up before you do a Flash film. Because Flash would just do time travel. You need to set up your foundation for your universe before you do time travel film. But with the Flash, which obviously would be Flashpoint. But like, you need to establish everybody else before you do a Flash movie. And like, don't start announcing Cyborg. Don't start announcing no stupid Cyborg or a Nightwing film before you even establish your core characters. Doesn't make any sense. Nobody is going to pay to see a damn Nightwing film until you establish Batman and what his actual morals and what's going on in that universe. Hey, nobody's going to line up to see no damn Nightwing film. You can't. He's a Robin. He's the first Robin. Last time anyone saw Robin was in 1997 with Batman and Robin. No, Dark Knight Rises does not count. That trilogy is overrated and stupid. All this crap about being Batman in a realistic world, like, no. That's a different discussion. But like, yeah. I don't know. Just, if I was writing DC movies, there would be no Batman, Superman, or Justice League movie coming out for a long ass time. Not until everything gets established properly. I don't care how many strings I gotta pull. You gotta do this right. I want to see these characters in good movies, people. They're not in good movies. Batman Superman is not a good movie. Suicide Squad is not a good movie. Wonder Woman is not going to be a good movie. It's going to be a visual spectacle with a bunch of slow motion shots, and bright colors. That's it. That's all it's going to be. Some of you might be in denial, but like, mark my words, it's going to be nothing more than that. See, I'm just going to start watching movies on cable now because they're not worth my time and money. They're not. My next topic is going to be about that god-awful looking Power Rangers movie. Should be another flop right at the box office and among fans. There going to be some chumps that are going to walk on and watch it. And I kind of pity them because they obviously have no idea what Power Rangers actually is, because that movie is not Power Rangers. That's My next topic, of course. Like, I don't know. So main movies for DCU or a potential reboot: Man of Steel, a Batman film, Wonder Woman film. Then maybe do your Suicide Squad so you can get more Batman in there, establish another group of villains, and then have them get away from the asylum instead of going back to jail. That was one of the main stupid things about Suicide Squad. To go back to jail, let them go away. Let them get away. Set up your more sequels that way, man. You could set up like 3 Batman films right there if you had Quinn, Joker, and Deadshot get away, or Killer Croc escape. But no, they put him back in jail. They got Croc with his BT crap, Quinn with a stupid teacup machine. I mean, at least Joker broke in and got her out. Like, still, sequel potential, people. You just threw it out the window. As far as Superman movie potential, that's gone. I mean, like, Clark Kent disappeared at the same time as Superman. Like, there's no way they can have him come back and resume his old life without someone getting suspicious. I'm sure Wayne can come up with something, but like, it's too far fetched. These movies are so sloppy, so sloppy. So we guys agreed, man. I kind of like Ben Affleck as Batman. I really want to see them build the foundation properly. I know another for a Batman film. No origins, please. You gotta do something. Do a flashback, very brief flashback, not to his parents dying, but like that dream sequence he had when he was walking through the field by Wayne Manor, going to the crypt or whatever, something like that. I don't know, have the Scarecrow, or let's say Arkham Asylum. When he opened the bag and the Scarecrow mask came out, something like that. I haven't played Arkham Asylum. I don't know where you've been. But yeah, DCEU is in shambles. It's a mess. I want it to be good. I really do. I have a poster, Justice League poster signed by Jim Lee. I want these movies to be good. Jim Lee, people. He's like right next to Stan Lee as far as the greatest comic book people of all time. Artist, I mean. He's an artist. Like Jim Lee, people. I got his autograph one of the first years I went to Comic-Con. So yeah, I want Justice League to be good. Will it be good? No. It will not be good. Because Zack Snyder's directing it and it's going to go to crap. No, it's another visual spectacle. That's all it is. It's not a movie. It's not a movie. Movies have beginnings, middles, and ends. They have plots. They have conflicts. They have good, memorable characters. These movies do not have any of that. Man of Steel is the only exception. They actually took their time to develop the character. They gave him flashbacks to establish his morals. And they set up future sequels with the end of the film, which is fight with Zod. But then they wasted that with the Batman Superman film. So instead of having him and Batman talk to each other about their morals peacefully, they got him in each other's throats because a little tiny ass dude, somebody would have threatened Superman, saying that his mom is captured. But when in reality, Superman should just grab him by the balls and held him up in the air until they started talking. It's like, watch Man of Steel. See what he did. You see what he did to Zod after Zod threatened his mom. He flew into like 5 buildings at supersonic speed. And this little stringy-haired dude comes along. Hey, I got your mom, Superman. Go kill Batman for me. And he just does it. I still can't believe it actually happened in a movie. Superman was coerced by Lex Luthor, aka the Riddler. That's basically what that guy is. I mean, Jesse Eisenberg is a talented guy, but the way he was written in this film was awful. I kind of like the performance, but like, he should have been written differently. He should have been an actual criminal mastermind. Because there's no way this guy could take Superman down. This guy half his size. They could have at least got Bryan Cranston or something to play Luthor. Like, he's gonna be wasted as freaking Zordon in the new Power Ranger film. Looks like garbage. What brings me to my next topic. According to this article on comicbookmovie.com, there's going to be a mid-credit sequence at the end of the Power Ranger film, and 2 original cast members confirmed. People are already speculating it's going to be the Green Ranger at the end credit sequence. And I'm like, is it a little early for Tommy to show up in this movie already? I mean, can you spend time building the team first? Gee whiz. I mean, if we're setting for a sequel, fine, but Tommy doesn't even show up for till the middle of the first season. And then he has the Green Ranger stuff, and then disappears for a while after he takes away his powers. And then he comes back as the White Ranger. But that's still a big gap in between that. So Tommy is not a big factor right now. Because on building the team, making sure they're gelled, working together like they should be. But this movie's garbage, so I'm not even going to invest in that. I'm just going to catch this on cable, honestly. I'm not spending money on this movie. I'm just not. Maybe I'll wait for the reviews to come out, but I'm not watching this movie. That's plain and simple. Just watch some other reviews online. There's a couple channels I listen to all the time. They do good reviews, so I'll listen out for them. But I'm not spending money on this. It's mark my words, this movie will flop. Maybe not amongst some of the fans, but at the box office, doesn't stand a chance against Beauty and the Beast and Logan. Not to mention the new King Kong movie just came out. This movie's gonna bomb. I mean, it won't be any better than the last Ninja Turtle movie that came out. And those movies are abysmal. Abysmal. Absolutely terrible. Granted, Out of the Darkness, whatever it's called, is slightly better than the other one, but it's not saying much at all. I've seen enough to put it together. I'm like, alright, it's okay. But will I ever watch it again? No. And that's the problem. That movie's never going to get a sequel. That's the bottom line. It's never going to get a sequel. You got a sequel greenlit because it's Ninja Turtles. Because Ninja Turtles was popular back in the 80s and 90s, but it's not getting another sequel because no one wanted to watch it. Same thing with this. This is going to get a sequel with Tommy and all that, but it'll never get another sequel because no one's going to watch it. Because this movie will fail at the box office. It will fail amongst some fans who, once they spread the word of mouth, will tell their friends and they will not watch it. Because most of them are diehard fans like myself who watched the original series in the 90s who will not pay to see this garbage teen angst Power Rangers film. Because the Power Rangers were not about teen angst. It was never a deep show. It's a silly-ass cartoon-like show where they wear bright colors, fight big-ass monsters, go into big-ass robots, and beat the crap out of monsters who blow up at the end of every episode. That's what Power Rangers was. It's not this deep, you gotta show their backgrounds, or you gotta make Rita a former Green Ranger, which is stupid. We gotta make Zora a former Red Ranger, which is retarded. So how the frick did he get into that stupid wall then? If he was a former Red Ranger. It doesn't make any sense. It's only a rumor, but it's retarded, man. It doesn't make any sense. How the frick did he get inside of a wall if he was a former Red Ranger? This is the movie people are supporting online. Some people are actually supporting this garbage. I don't understand the mentality. Oy. So obviously, the cameos are going to be Amy Jo Johnson and Jason David Frank. I wouldn't mind seeing a couple others alongside them, like a little passing of the torch type thing. I wish they were playing teachers or something in the movie. That would be a cool way to pass on the torch. I might watch it then, but there's just going to be two of them. Forget it. Just watch JDF on YouTube or something. I already met the guy in person, so I won't be losing anything if I don't watch the movie. I won't be losing any sleep over it, that's for sure. Just because. It's going to be a waste of time. Just mark my words. It's going to flop. It's going to flop. You have all the faith in the world on the movie, but it's going to flop. One way or another. Because, let's face it, 2017 ain't really the time to make a Power Rangers movie of all things. The timing is off. And did I mention the suits look like crap? Ugh. Word on the street, Kingsman Secret Service Director Matthew Vaughn is reportedly eyed to helm Man of Steel sequel. Honestly, what's the point of making the Man of Steel sequel if the character's dead? What's the point? I mean, like, they can never put him in danger now because they already killed his ass off. And so his death doesn't mean anything now because instead of saving for a Justice League film in the future, like years down the line, when everyone's established, they done wasted him. They done wasted Death of Superman. Arguably one of the biggest comic book stories ever. Everything after that was pretty big, like Spider-Man No More and all that. But like, Death of Superman was the biggest back in the day. They already wasted that. I mean, the visual spectacle was alright, but it's too soon, man. People don't give a damn about Superman in these movies. They already killed him off, so no one cares. No one cares. Because they wasted him. Man, Henry Cavill, man. I really wish this guy could, like, write the script himself or maybe move on to a different role because he's wasted, man. He's wasted. I kind of hope he can guess to play the next James Bond. Might be a better role for him. So later in the week, Iron Fist makes its debut on Netflix, and people are already talking crap about it. It's not even out yet. Me personally, I'm not a big Iron Fist person, but I'm interested to see his origin story, see how that plays out, because origin stories are a really good time to get to know the characters, like Spider-Man, like Batman. But like some characters, like Iron Fist, are kind of obscure, so that's probably why people are talking down about it. Because honestly, other than knowing that he has this magic fist thing, what else is there to know about him? Well, he wears a bandana, a green suit with yellow on it and black, and punches through walls. He's a martial artist, but like, I don't know. I guess I won't find out till it comes out on Friday. For me, it'll be Thursday night because I'll be watching it the entire night. I mean, it can't be worse than Jessica Jones because that was terrible. That was a terrible show. Oh my gosh. Awful. Ugh. I think most of the controversy is because the actor isn't Asian, but he's not really Asian in the comics. Just, he's a kung fu martial artist. That's it. It's all that matters, man. He could be black for all I care, as long as he has the Iron Fist thing, wears the green suit and the bandana. I don't care what his color is. For some characters, it really doesn't matter. But like when I talked about something like Mary Jane, it's a big difference between that and some guy who punches stuff with a fist. Talking about a redhead versus a martial artist who's never been defined by his color. So like, let's drop that racist crap, people, please. And another topic today, got another X-Men show coming. Another X-Men show called Gifted. And Gifted, if you're not familiar with it, is actually the title of this here book that I have, just happen to have, Gifted. And it's a good title because it's the only word you need to describe the X-Men. Gifted youngsters. Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. That's all I need to know to describe the X-Men. So I'm excited for that. Hopefully they'll have some actual X-Men characters on the show. I'm kind of hoping for a live action show where they have the X-Men playing baseball and going to the mall and stuff like that. That's what they do in the comics. They don't go and stop bank robberies or whatever because they're hated and feared by humans. They stay at the X-Mansion and learn about their powers and learn to hone their skills. Maybe occasionally beat the crap out of Magneto. But like they're not actual superheroes, you know? They're heroes, but like they're more like outcasts, outsiders. So hopefully they can capture that angle, which the movies really haven't done that much of. We got a little glimpse of the X-Men going to the mall in the last movie, but like I want to see that on TV because the X-Men deserves to be in television format. Because X-Men, Spider-Man, those characters should be serialized, not just always with the big budget films, because they can't really explore those characters to the right degree in a movie because they only have a short amount of time. You got a serialized TV show like Daredevil, you got 13 episodes per season to flesh out the character and dive into his or her morals and show the struggles in multiple areas, you know? It's like, so that should be good. I hope it's called X-Men Gifted with a subtitle, you know? And I don't know, I guess that's it for now. Some news about Thor 3, I really don't care. This movie's probably gonna suck. The other two movies are pretty bad. We got some Star Wars news. Haven't helped me. So because they revealed some things in a meeting or something, and because Luke's first words in the trailer are "Who are you?" Some idiots online think that just because it says "Who are you?" that Ray is not his kid, and I would concur and say that that's not necessarily true because Yoda did the same damn thing in Dagobah. They asking him why was he here, acting like he was doing a facade. He was testing him to see how he would react and all that. The whole thing on Dagobah was a test. See how he would react and react to certain things. And then he revealed himself in his hut. So it's the same exact thing. Doesn't mean anything, people. She is his kid. She is a Skywalker. There's nothing else she could possibly be. You can't pull a new freaking Jedi family out of your ass and say that she's this powerful because she's someone else's kid. You can't do it. You can't do it. Star Wars has always been a Skywalker story. It always will be a Skywalker story. Because that's what George Lucas intended. I don't care what Mickey Mouse does. That's what it is. That's what it is. What it's always been. So that crap, just throw it out the window. Like, she's a Skywalker. I don't care what people say about, oh, she's gonna meet Kenobi's ghost and all the other crap. No, she won't. Kenobi doesn't just randomly appear to random kids he doesn't even know. It's like, you wouldn't even know her. Oh, but his voice was in episode 7. And? What's your point? Qui-Gon was yelling stuff when Yoda was having a vision about Anakin in episode 2. Doesn't mean squat. So it looks like this might be the description of the first teaser. No, I'm not going to read it, but the things that are really getting my attention are the whole stuff with Luke finally saying something after that crappy ending to episode 7, which really makes me annoyed. I gotta wait even longer now to see what else is going to happen. I don't know, man. Last Jedi is kind of on the nose. I think I talked about this before, but like, as long as the Last Jedi is not Rey, I think it'll be fine. Because I swear to the Force, man. If Rey's the Last Jedi, I'm just gonna have a freaking outrage. Because she is not fit to lead this franchise to whatever direction they're going. She's not. Honestly, I don't think she's even that interesting. Unless she's a Skywalker, then that changes stuff. But like, I mean, she is, but like, you know. I don't know. So like, that's my kind of argument to you people online. So like, oh, just because you said, who are you? So that means she's not his kid. No. And Empire Strikes Back, Yoda was like, I'm wondering why are you here and all this other crap when he's on Dagobah. Mind you, Yoda's the only other creature on that planet that he interacts with. And Yoda's like, who are you? He already knows who he is. Of course, Luke knows who she is. He's making sure that she knows who she is before he fills her in on the details of her past, whatever that happened to be. Obviously, their family, but like, yeah, she's his kid. People, deal with it, all right? Deal with it. Damn. People have these stupid theories like, oh, he said, who are you? So, well, she's not his kid. Yoda knew who Luke was the moment he saw him on Dagobah. The moment. And after the prequels, you already know he knows who Luke was because he knew his mother. And he knew that Khan was taking him to Tatooine until the time was right. So, yeah, don't give me any of that crap about her not being his kid because she is. And if it turns out not to be, well, I'll probably never watch another one of these stupid movies again. But because that would be just a really big stupid lead on and a really stupid twist that I really don't want to see. There's no reason for it. So yeah, fix the DCEU was a little recap. Um, get rid of Zack Snyder is the first step, I think. Get rid of him. Have your mid-credit sequences setting up the JL for future films, and then do solo films. Not for everybody, just for the Trinity. Then you can have your other characters introduced in Justice League. Because then you have your three characters established, so you're not having a whole bunch of stupid origin stories in your Justice League film, which will take away from the actual story. Which is why this movie's going to be a mess. Exactly why Wonder Woman's going to be a mess, why Justice League is going to be a mess. Because you're going to have like, what, 3 origin stories in the same film? Why? But yeah, I digress. So yeah, that's it for tonight. Yeah, I might do a recap for Star Wars discussions with this trailer description. Maybe go into more detail, but like for now, I guess that's good for tonight. Well, yeah, good luck with the snow tomorrow, people, and I'll see you.